Chandrayaan-3 is an ISRO mission with the primary objective of putting a lander and rover in the highlands near the south pole of the Moon in the August 2023 timeframe and demonstrating end-to-end landing and roving capabilities. It will also make a number of scientific measurements on the surface and from orbit. It comprises a lander and a propulsion module. The lander will be similar to the Vikram rover on Chandrayaan-2, with improvements to help ensure a safe landing. It will be carried to lunar orbit by the propulsion module, which will remain in orbit around the Moon and act as a communications relay satellite. The rover will carry a seismometer, heat flow experiment, and spectrometers, spacecraft, and subsystems. The propulsion module is a box-like structure with one large solar panel mounted on one side and a large cylinder on top. The intermodule adapter cone that acts as a mounting structure for the lander. The main thruster nozzle is on the bottom. It has a mass of 2,148 kilograms and can generate 758 watts power. The lander is also generally box-shaped, with 4 landing legs and 4 landing thrusters. It has a mass of 1,752 kilograms, including 26 kilograms for the rover, and can generate 738 watts using side-mounted solar panels. The lander has a number of sensors to ensure a safe touchdown, including an accelerometer, altimeter's Ka-band, and laser, Doppler velocimeter, star sensors, inclinometer, touchdown sensor, and a suite of cameras for hazard avoidance and positional knowledge. Reaction wheels are used for attitude control, and propulsion is provided by a MMH and MON3 bipropellant system with 4 800 newtons throttleable engines and 8 58 newtons throttleable engines. An X-band antenna is used for communications. The lander carries the rover in a compartment with a ramp for deployment onto the surface. The rover is a rectangular chassis mounted on a 6-wheel rocker bogie wheel drive assembly. It has navigation cameras and a solar panel that can generate 50 watts. It communicates directly with the lander. The lander will carry an instrument called Chandra's Surface Thermophysical Experiment to measure surface thermal properties, the instrument for lunar seismic activity, to measure seismicity around the landing site, the radioanatomy of moon-bound, hypersensitive ionosphere, and atmosphere, to study the gas and plasma environment, and a passive laser retroreflector array provided by NASA for lunar ranging studies. The rover will carry 2 instruments to study the local surface elemental composition. First, alpha particle X-ray spectrometer, and second, laser-induced breakdown spectroscope. The propulsion orbiter will carry 1 experiment called the spectropolarimetry of H-habitable planet Earth to study Earth from lunar orbit. Mission profile. The mission is currently scheduled to launch on 12 to the 19th of July 2023 on a GSLV Mark III heavy lift launch vehicle from Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota, India. It will place Chandrayaan-3 into an approximately 170 into 36,500 kilometers elliptic parking orbit. The propulsion module will bring the rover into a 100 kilometers circular polar lunar orbit and separate. The lander will then touch down with the rover in the south polar region of the Moon near 69.37 s, 32.35 e. Touchdown velocity is planned to be less than 2 meters per second vertical and 0.5 meters per second horizontal. The propulsion module communications relay satellite will remain in lunar orbit to enable communications with Earth. Chandrayaan-2 will also be used as a backup relay. The lander and rover are designed to operate for 1 lunar daylight period, about 14 Earth days. Thanks for watching.